guys, it's Darran from accessreal.com at Supanova Perth, and we're talking to Rupert Young. How you going, mate?
Very good, very good.
Thanks for giving us a few minutes of your time.
My pleasure.
I know it's pretty crazy out there. You having a good time in Perth so far?
Having a great time, yeah. We did all day yesterday and then just about to start day 2, so kind of excited.
And you told me yesterday this is your first conventions in Australia.
First conventions, yeah.
So what's the fans like and the general?
I have to say it's been amazing. I've done a few in England, and everyone here is very respectful, very lovely, and yeah, it's been a good mix. It's been there hasn't been too many very crazy people, which has been slightly disappointing. And
Oh, so you like a bit of crazy?
well, every so often it's nice to have one, but everyone's just been really good. And you hear the show's popular, and it's nice to see it for yourself. You know, you come out here and go. I mean, the response has been overwhelming. It really has.
For sure. Well, that's the funny thing, because yesterday we talked to a whole bunch of people and asked them who were they most excited to see, and a lot of the girls were saying the Merlin boys, because obviously there's the 4 of you here.
Yeah.
So is it good when you get to travel with those guys?
Yeah, it's really good, because the
down?
show finished we finished shooting in October, and we get together to do interviews and things, but we hadn't seen each other for a while because we've all been at different, away doing different things, and so it's really nice to get together, and we have a connection that we'll have for a long time, because we work together and we are a little family, and it's nice to slip straight back in that. So.
And I suppose it's nice
great.
to hang out outside of work and
It's
travel the world.
I mean, what other job would you get to be in Australia together, and went to Sydney and then Perth, and it's brilliant. Yeah.
So tell us. Well, obviously I'm a novice when it comes to Merlin. I'm probably the one person in the world who hasn't seen the show. But tell us a bit about working on the show, and because it is extremely popular and it's a huge show.
Yeah.
So.
I did 4 years on it. It was a 5-year series,
Yeah.
and just to have, I think it touched a nerve with a lot of people. Not a nerve, but a lot of people enjoyed watching it. It's a classic story and told well, and we had great cast and a great guest stars and things like that. So we were very lucky. It was just a very popular show, and I think when the first series came out, people thought it would do well, but had no idea it would be the success it became. And every year it got bigger and bigger, and I think we all saw that on screen, and the public saw that it just looked better, and the effects got better, and the fights got bigger, and the cast got bigger.
Was that something that you enjoyed doing, the whole fight?
Oh, it's amazing. When you're a 7-year-old and you're in your back garden with your siblings, you're pretending to have a sword fight, and then 10 years on, 20 years on, you're getting paid to have sword fights with baddies and ride horses, and it's a really, really good feeling to think I'm actually doing it. It's brilliant.
And what sort of shows do you like to watch? What are you into?
I love a lot of American comedies. I love, and yeah. So there's a few people here that Alan Tudyk, for example. I'm a big fan of Arrested Development. He's in that, and I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. And
so you get to meet your own favourites.
Yeah, a little bit. You have to play it cool and pretend you're like, and Lauren Tom, who a big fan of Futurama, and you're like, it's really. It's brilliant, it's really good. And David Hasselhoff I met yesterday, that was amazing. It was amazing. So
it is a quite surreal experience.
A little bit, because again, you go back to, I think this industry as well, the amount of times I've done a job and I've worked with someone who I saw in a play or saw in a film a few years before, and the idea that if someone had told me, when I was a kid watching Knight Rider, one day you'll be in Sydney and Perth with David Hasselhoff and he'll come and talk to you and you'll have a nice chat, you go, really?
Yeah.
And then you're here going, oh, it's actually true, and we're a similar height. It's
Works well.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, we'll wrap it up because we've got to get you down signing. But thanks very much for talking to us.
It's my
we really
pleasure.
appreciate it.
Really nice to
Thanks, mate.
chat. Cheers.
Cheers.